Trinity Academy exists to equip students to live with wisdom, excellence, and purpose in the modern world by providing an education that's grounded in the Christian faith and the classical tradition. The success of our mission is measured by individual grace and growth in student lives. So the first thing that we try to equip every student with is wisdom. I see wisdom as the governor of all the other virtues. From the time they enter our doors in TK, all the way through their educational journey to 12th grade, we want our students to move from the true wide-eyed wonder of childhood to the wisdom of adulthood. We also want to equip our students to live with excellence. By excellence, we mean that they're living their life as unto the Lord and they're using the full measure of their potential, all the faculties that God has given them to do well in every one of their endeavors. We want each and every student to have a heart for service. So we want them to do good, but we also want them to be good at the things that they're called to do, developing the skills and the thoughtfulness and the wisdom to truly live a life of excellence. So while we encourage every student at Trinity to pursue excellence, that doesn't mean that we expect every student to be perfect. Trinity is a community of grace that encourages patience with students as they grow over time. It's truly a warm, welcoming, and loving community. We also want our students to live a life of purpose. By purpose, we mean that we see life, all of life, as a sprawling epic that has a beautiful plot. And the key to living a life of purpose is to understand that plot and our place in it. And the way that we find our place in it is to seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness and to live in service of one another. And we do all of that to equip our students to live and to pursue wisdom, excellence, and purpose in the modern world. So we want our students to understand and to treasure truly timeless things, but we want them to be equipped and skilled to succeed in the modern world. And we accomplish that by providing an education that's grounded in the Christian faith and the classical tradition. By the classical tradition, what we mean is that all of life, the entire educational endeavor, is the pursuit of truth, beauty, and goodness. That means that every subject that our students study is really just the hunt for truth, beauty, and goodness. And when they see those things, they rejoice in them. So whether they're in literature or art, science, math, history, whatever it might be, we want them to be experts in finding and rejoicing in truth, beauty, and goodness. But as a Christian school, we seek to ground them not only in the classical tradition, but also in the Christian faith. We want them to understand that truth, beauty, and goodness have a name. And they find their ultimate source, their ultimate definition in the God who has made us and who has made Himself known to us through Christ. So taken together, that makes a good mission statement for an organization. But the way that that mission becomes personal for me is I supply my children's names in that mission. So the Bridges family is at Trinity Academy because we want Delaney, Grayson, Owen, and Anna Claire to live with wisdom, excellence, and purpose in the modern world. So we want our children to have an education that's grounded in the Christian faith and the classical tradition. So what we're pursuing here is grand, it's glorious, it's momentous. There's wonderful big things that we do. But ultimately, our mission comes down to individual grace and growth in student lives. The mission of Trinity Academy is to glorify God as we equip students to live in this way. So put another way, what we mean is we want students to look at the world in a certain way. That we don't want them to see education simply as the transfer of information from a teacher to a student, but the true cultivation of their soul to rejoice in wisdom, excellence, in purpose, and to be excellent pursuers of truth, beauty, and goodness.